Hi from Panita, and welcome the fabulous Anya here. Anya has volunteered to do our Q&A. She's laughing, she's nervous, she can't be as nervous as I am. Yep, you come all the way from Cheshire, or Lancashire should I say.
Yeah.
Yes, you've shopped with us for many, many years.
I have.
Here goes.
I love the clothes here.
Thank you.
So I've always wondered how you got into fashion and how you come to have this beautiful shop that I love coming to.
I know, it travels a long way. And you've just had your shop and you're sporting the fabulous Dolcezza. You look gorgeous, just come in. Okay, so in a nutshell, so my father died when I wasn't quite 16. And I wanted to be a singer, dancer and actress. I wanted to pave the yellow brick road, as it were, and that's what I wanted to do growing up. And then he died suddenly, and I thought, right, I must take over the family business. I must support my mother. So I did. At a very, very young age, I took over the strings of the business and worked 7 days a week. And then when I was 19, only just in the summer of, I went away on holiday to Thailand and came back, and I knew immediately something was wrong. My mother was at home and she should have been at your races. And at first I thought it was the animals, because I'm a big animal lover, so I thought, oh gosh, I could just see something was wrong. And she just said, I don't know how to tell you this, but the business has burnt down. And I couldn't go and visit the shop, and it was just all down. The whole thing had gone up in smoke, and it was basically a halogen light on a rug stand that had exploded because it was the heat of August, and it had electric just gone. So for days and days I couldn't go, and then I plucked up the courage, and of course there was nothing there. And what was worse was that it felt like, for me, losing my father again, because it was my father's shrine. We had beautiful one-off unique rugs that were not for sale. They were a bit of a talking point. Anyway, moving on, I always worked, and so I decided to help a friend who had a shoe shop, and I worked for free. I didn't want paying, I just wanted to do something. And then in that time, the insurance said, you've got to find temporary premises. So there was nothing available, but there was this fabulous dress shop here. And it was up for rent, so we asked them if they'd be interested in renting the upstairs to put rugs and carpets. The layout of the shop was somewhat different. It was very, very low ceilings and all like little rooms. So we had a big, massive refurb that you probably remember about 12, 14 years ago. And so they weren't interested, so that was that. Couldn't find anywhere. Months were ticking along, and then it was up for sale, and we thought, right, we'll buy it. It was nothing to do with the insurance. We thought, we'll buy it, we'll keep it for the property, we'll put rugs and carpets in here. And then my family said, well, you'd be really good with fashion. What are you thinking? So I thought, oh, but I can't give up the rugs and carpets, that's my heritage. So I thought, we'll do the rugs and carpets upstairs and we'll do fashion downstairs. And then eventually we got the new building rebuilt, which took quite a long time because I'd gone for planning to have an apartment above it, and they didn't agree with that. So we lost time. So about 18 months after the fire is when we got it all sort of set up. So what would happen is I inherited staff in this business, and I would come in the morning, I'd sort of do my thing, and then I'd go back over there, and then I'd come and finish up my day here. So I was just like a sort of yo-yo going backwards and forwards. And of course we worked 7 days a week, and that's just how we rolled. I mean, it's 25 years ago, it's a long time ago. And the business, the shop that we bought was an amazing shop. It was sort of like the Harrods of the North. People would travel from all over, but obviously we're doing that today too. Mm-hmm. So that's for me, I'm very pleased that we still get people flocking like yourself from everywhere to come here to this very, very, very special shop. So yes, that's how I came into fashion. I was not It wasn't something I'd desired, it wasn't something I'd wanted at school. It was quite the opposite. I wanted to be a singer, dancer and actress. And but I'm still doing textiles, so I moved across from rugs and carpets to fashion, basically. And as my friends say, you have an eye for fashion, you have an eye for flamboyance, things that are different. And it's the shop is a signature of me. And so that's how we came about it. And my dear mother has always been a massive, massive supporter of me. She spent those early years going on 5 to 7 cruises a year and enjoying her life. And then sadly, the last 8 years, that sort of has come to a head because of the Alzheimer's. So, and she lives with us. So, so it's a full house. It really is. And I still have the passion for fashion. You know, we didn't really know where we were going. We got our fingers burned quite a lot at the beginning of taking over this business. People think it's glamorous. People think it's a very easy business. It really isn't. I think, as my mother used to say to me, you make it look easy. And I live and breathe this business. I love it. It is very much my happy place. It's my safe place. I get away from the chaos of home, and I just love what I do. And I love seeing you, Anya. And
it all shines through.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It really is. I know it sounds naff, but I really do have a passion for fashion, and I love people. So yes, I love it here. And yeah, great question. Thank you for asking me it. And yeah, some things just work out for a reason, don't they?
Yeah.
You know, it was tragic in those years, very tragic. It wasn't long after losing my father. But actually, sometimes it is the cloud with the silver lining, which we've just been saying. So, yes. So, thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to ask me anything, please put on the posts, please email, please pop in store. And we've got some very exciting new collections. And you just look fabulous, Anya. You really, really do. Worth the travel.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you.